Also, can I just talk about, hold on, what my, like, fucking after credit cards are? We got some, like, normal stuff here. And then, what is this? What Filipinas like to do in bed? And other unusual quirks? What is this? Why is this here? Your algo is fucked.
Hi folks, the Filipina P here, and it's time for another candlelight culture video. You guys really seem to like these, where I tell you about the unusual quirks and strange customs in the Philippines. And this time, we're gonna cover a lot of ground, from why we hate our armpits to the unusual things we do in the bedroom.
Oh, this actually seems interesting. I take it back. This actually seems interestingly educational, like Colombian donkey fucking.
At the bottom of an escalator, while they decide where to go.
China
Even
mentioned!
though there's other people coming down behind them. It's not that they're trying to be rude, they just don't take anyone else into consideration. It's the same with traffic.
You can't... They're not trying to be rude, they just don't think about other people. Chat, don't glow.
In the US, at least in the places where I went to, people were always motioning for the other guy to go first and stop piled up in the middle of the road without any warning signs. But by each other. You guys think it's silly, but to us, it's serious business because it's a status symbol to have nice pits. Filipinos often have dark skin under there, and sometimes it has creases and little bumps on it, like chicken skin. If you have that kind of pit, you keep your arms down and never raise your hand in a sleeveless top. If you do, the other women's eyes will go right to your pits and give you a look of disgust if they don't pass inspection.
Why do women care what other women's armpits look like? I don't understand this. Dude, women fucking hate each other.
I really don't know how it all started, and it seems odd that Filipinos worry so much about it, especially since guys couldn't care less. But that's just the way it is. So right now you're probably wondering if I have ugly pits. Well, if I had to grade them, I'd say they're about average. But in the interest of full disclosure, I'll do something scandalous and actually show him on camera.
Oh, she wouldn't.
Brave right now.
Oh my god, her hair is so long. That's beautiful.
Armpit. Ta-da! Well, I guess
Chat, don't
okay.
look.
I got lines.
Chat, it's pornographic. Don't look.
And the good thing is, I only shave once a year because I'm basically hairless. That's the perk of being Asian.
Oh my god, me too, but I'm not Asian. I have been told by other ladies that they are jealous that I do not grow hair on my legs above my knee. I only ever have to like shave my calves and I only get like a little bit of hair on them. It's kind of crazy. I was expecting my Italian genes to kick in at some point and I would just be like, you know, JonTron tier Persian carpet, right? But like, I don't know, man. Why are you subjecting us to that? What do you mean this is interesting to me?
And if other women don't like them, well, at least it ain't my problem. Okie dokie. Now that's something most Filipinos don't want on camera, but we sure do take pictures of just about anything else. The little Asian that's snapping photos is a well-known stereotype.
Is it?
We Filipinos take it to a whole new level.
Do they?
We take pictures of our food, pictures of ourselves eating the food, pictures of the place we ate it.
I think that's just everyone in current year. I don't think that's like a Filipina cultural thing. I think that's something that just like everyone does now.
And pictures of the car we drove to get there.
Okay,
Any
maybe not that
self-respecting
far.
Filipino has a phone that's absolutely jammed with the most boring, useless photos ever taken. And when you
Same.
see them, you wonder who the heck is ever gonna look at them.
Me!
The answer is probably no one. But to us, it doesn't matter. Because all that's important is that we know they're in there in case we ever need them.
And this is how you can tell that they never have the like photo captures a part of your soul in their culture. Or else they'd be stealing so many souls.
We sure do the same thing to yours. We often think we're speaking English, but it doesn't sound that way to you. Here's a few examples. We call it broccoli. You call it broccoli.
Oh, I'm going to start
We
calling
say
it broccoli.
Category. You say category. An embryo is an embryo.
Broccoli.
We say associate. And you say associate. To us, a hippopotamus is a hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus!
Filipinos
I
call
say
it
that
an
sometimes.
attache.
Am I secretly Filipino?
You call it an attaché. And you'll never guess this last one. We call it Robitussin, while you know it as
Robitussin.
And you know that famous vapor rub? We call it Bix.
Oh.
And we use it for almost everything. We believe that
Mudang!
sticking a Bix inhaler up your nose while traveling will prevent motion sickness. We even rub Bix on the bottom of our feet to keep sickness from entering our bodies while
Does that
we
work?
sleep.
Is that something I should be doing?
Filipinos aren't very logical sometimes, but we sure love our Bix. And if you end up going to the doctor, get ready for a slightly different experience. Appointments aren't scheduled the same way yours are. Because Filipinos are never on time, doctors use a policy of first come, first served on the day of the appointment.
What do you mean you're never on time? What did she mean by this? I've heard of, like, you know, going on black people time, but I didn't know there was Filipina time. I'm learning so much.
This guarantees that the doctor will have a steady stream of patients. But it also means that unless you wake up at 5 a.m. and stand outside the office, you might be waiting all day to see the doctor.
Rubbing Vicks on your feet is to prevent foot fungus? I've never had a foot fungus. My toes are very clean and suckable.
Something else that can take all day is going to the store to buy anything that uses electricity.
Why?
Because before you're allowed to take it to the cashier, many places require that it be tested first.
Oh, that seems kind of
Like if you're buying a bunch
smart.
of light bulbs, they'll take every single one out of their packaging and make sure it lights up before you can buy them. In the West, you assume that the products in the store are gonna work, and if they don't, you'll just bring them back. But
You know, I stopped assuming that products just work. You know, after like, there's some things you obviously can't test in the store, right? But it's like I don't trust that they just work anymore. It's much like when you used to buy fast food or like get takeout from a restaurant, you could be reasonably sure with like 90% certainty that your order would be correct, so you wouldn't have to check it immediately. But like now when you order food, you pretty much always have to check that shit because it's like a 90% certainty that they fucked it up at this point. And test light bulb testing only because you got burnt before. You didn't know that was a Filipino thing.
here they really don't want you to return anything. You still have a warranty, but returning products here is a nightmare that usually involves the salesperson getting the manager, followed by 30 minutes of discussion. And if you don't have your receipt, forget about it. But even when you successfully buy something and bring it home, don't expect to find it again. Especially if your Filipina gets her hands on it.
What?
Because it won't end up where she found it. A lot of Filipinos just don't put things away. We're glad you have a nice assortment of tools, and we're happy to borrow your screwdriver or your duct tape. But somehow, they never quite make it back to the toolbox. And you'll probably find them just laying around where we use them.
That just seems rude and also goes back to her previous statement of they just don't think about anyone else. Kirsche gleefully watching advanced racism. Don't touch my fucking tools. I'm not going to touch your tools unless you ask me for something, right? And then I can hand it to you. Because I don't know what to fucking do with them, man. You're sorry, you thought that was just all women? Yeah, same. I thought that was just all women, man. A lot of the stereotypes aren't true, but you do notice them in certain financial classes, you know? Well, it's just like, I lose stuff around my house, but it's not because I'm like just not putting it away. It's because I'm fucking retarded and I don't have a memory. Like, Skewky used to make fun of me for it because I would like put my phone down and be like, where the fuck is my phone? And it would end up like in between some water bottles or in the freezer or inside the fruit bowl under a tangerine. Like, I would just lose my phone constantly. And I'm also retarded enough to keep it on vibrate, so I couldn't even find it easily. In the dude, I have lost my phone in the freezer multiple fucking times. Cause like, I'll open the freezer after work. This was when I still worked at the insurance place. I would like open the freezer after work, and I would like take, you know, something frozen out, like a pizza or like an ice cream or a popsicle or something, or like fruit to make a smoothie. And I would be holding my phone. So I like put my phone down, and for some reason I put it in the freezer. And I don't know why. I even have two places in my brain, right? When I come up to the kitchen, there's two places on the counter. I'm like, okay, I can either put it on the edge of the counter so I can see it when I turn the corner, or I can put it on top of the fucking Pusheen Smallow plush. Yeah, I have a Pusheen plush on my counter specifically for holding my phone. So if I exit the kitchen and my phone is not on one of those two objects, I have no idea what the fuck I did with it. Because I try to embed in my brain, it only goes in those two places if I enter the kitchen. And so if I exit the kitchen and it's not in one of those two places, I'm just like, well, what the fuck did I do with it? Where the fuck did it go? Oh my god. You're a weird combination of OCD and ADHD. So you have places to put things, but then you lose said item and it bothers you until you find it again. So you can put it back where it belongs. Yeah, like I have to have like an ordered place in my brain where like this object belongs here. And then if that like flow chart is messed up, I will just lose everything. Like it just throws my life into chaos. Which is why like when my grandmother would clean my room as a child or as a teenager, like, I would have everything in specific places, and it wouldn't even be really messy, but they wouldn't be in the places that she thought those things should be in. So she would come in and clean my room, and I would be like, where are these things? And half the time, she would lie to me and say, I don't know where that thing is, you must have misplaced it. And then I would see like my younger cousins playing with it like a week or two later. So it's just like, not only was she moving things so I wouldn't be able to find them, but she was taking some of my things to give to my younger cousins without my consent and then lying to me about it. I have been gaslit my entire life, which is why in this chat, my mods will either time you out or ban you for gaslighting. I don't appreciate gaslight the streamer in this stream. It's not fun. It's not fun. I have issues with that. So I appreciate you guys for being kind here. Classic woman. They ever just completely reorganize the whole thing on you? Yes, and I fucking hate it. You get it when your parents visit, you're in high stress when they start cleaning. Oh, dude, I even did that thing. Because, like, my grandma would eventually just be like, I didn't go in your room. I didn't touch anything. You must have misplaced it. So I started putting, like, paper in my door when I closed it when I left. And so, like, if the paper wasn't in the spot when I got back and it was on the floor, I would know she had been in there. And did I ever get her to confess to the stealing? I mean, like, when I would confront her and I'd be like, hey, so why does my cousin have this thing that's mine? Like, she'd be caught and she couldn't say anything other than like, oh, I just let them play with it. And it's like, no, that hasn't been in my room for weeks. I kind of want it back now. And she's like, well, they'd be very upset if you took it away from them. And like, they're younger than you are. So I basically have been trained to be a doormat since birth. So standing up for myself has been a very, very difficult path to take. And I'm glad that I can kind of do that more nowadays. That's messed up. Yeah. FBI agent Kirsche. You don't care, Grandma. It's mine. Yeah, I know. I hated it. It's a handy himbo with ADHD. If you don't have your shit organized, it sets off your tism so much. My desk is like the only zone that is like a trash heap. Like, I kind of have a general area where certain things get thrown in, but my desk is a fucking disaster. Like, if I look over to this side, I got, like, some wall stinkies. I've got, like, a spray. I've got the water bottle to keep Cheem's ball off my desk when I eat. I got some, like, biotin gummies, several hair clips, the iPhone I'm supposed to use for tracking whenever my 2D model gets finished, sometime in the next 20 years. I got, like, little unicorn figurines. I got a bottle of fucking perfume. I've got bottle caps. I got my Donald Trump bobblehead. He has to watch over me when I stream, I got the little pink bunny holder for the iPhone. I've got one of my edible candles. I got another candle that I've tried eating. I got some lotion. I've got pills. I got a bottle cap graveyard over to the side. I got a million more bottles of nail polish, 2 more candles that are delicious. I've tried them. My social security card lives on one of those candles. I got a roll of toilet paper because I ran out of tissues and kept forgetting to buy more, and so that's for the nose cummies. I got 3 empty bottles of water that I've drank today, and I've got a half a bottle of water that's still full here. I got some more wall stinkies. I got some pretzels. I got my bottle of ketchup. I got Q-tips. I got my neo dim dim dom dim 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 dome magnets.
That's right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I got a fucking lighter torch. I got more lotion, argon oil. I got the cute little tree plushies and the little box of milk that I was gifted from you guys years ago. I got some coasters on my desk. I don't know. There's just like a garbage pile, man. There's so much shit here. There's a box of milk. It's not real milk. It's a plushie. It's a plushie box of milk. Got a big executive desk. I got an L-shaped desk. My desk that I had been streaming with for years was a black frosted glass desk, and while it looked sleek, it was very uncomfortable and it was very cumbersome, and the like keyboard tray had fallen apart, and so I needed to like basically hold it up with my thighs if I wanted to type on it, otherwise it would just fall on my legs. And so you guys crowdfunded for my birthday one year. I can't remember which year it was, but you crowdfunded for my birthday and you bought me a new nice wooden desk. And I've been using that ever since. It's fucking amazing. It's not even like dirty or dingy. It's still in perfect condition. You guys are beautiful. A fully functional Demon Core replica. Your desk is a door. It's pretty sweet. What happens in Mud Hut Island, sir? Are there any bottles under your desk? I don't want to talk about what's fallen off my desk, okay? When the cat knocks something off my desk, it belongs to the floor then. It no longer exists until I remember that I need it, and then I'm like, oh fuck, where is this thing? Oh my god, so where's the cuck chair we crowdfunded for you? This fucking guy! No cuck chair!
Now, I know that ticks you off, but please don't get too mad. We promise to do better next time, even though we won't.
Oh no.
But now let's go.
It's not much of a promise, that is it?
To bedroom habits.
Oh, this is what the whole video I was here for.
I made a video about how Filipinos like to hold your lumber while you slumber.
What?
That's become one of my catchphrases and also one of my most watched videos.
I need some Filipinas with some thick knowledges. Why would you just hold the penis while you fall asleep? Like, I mean, I get playing with it before you fall asleep, but it's so much more comfortable to like leave your hand on the guy's tummy and then like trying to keep a grip on the stick shift, you know? I don't know, maybe that's just me. I'm sorry, catchphrase? It's like hand holding but a penis? I was like, I don't know, can't confirm your ex-girlfriend was Filipina. It's clearly a power move. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna keep my hand on your cock while I sleep, so if you cheat on me in my dream, I could just snap it. The pee-pee holding. Where can you find one of these Filipinas? I don't know, but I mean, you know, they're probably already used to the Mud Hut Island. You already got an in, Ozehara. You got like a Mud Hut mansion. Hold the lumber. That's a new one.
And I even made a funny skit about Filipinas being lumberjacks. But for some reason,
lumberjacks.
People are suddenly asking me about it again. And they want to know if it's true.
Yeah, that was me!
Yes, it's true. After reading thousands of comments and talking to hundreds of women over the past few years, it turns out it's an Asian thing in general.
Oh.
And a Filipina thing in particular.
Oh.
Western women sometimes do it too, but not nearly as much as Filipinas.
Why?
Which you guys confirmed. I even asked all my friends, and a majority of us do.
How do you go to your friends and be like, hey, have you ever held a man's penis while he sleeps? Which friend can I ask this question to? Which woman friend can I ask this question to who might have held a penis in their lifetime? I don't know who I can ask this question to, but I feel the need to do it. All of them? Ask Savvy? Oh, that's a good point. That's it. Savvy has a husband. She is a prime target. Savvy, do you hold your husband's penis while you both sleep? This is an important and not at all awkward question. I spelled all wrong. I added an extra A. Whoops. Savvy has superior genes, husband. Ask Peekle. She's live right now. Probably a hilarious random call. I tried to find Peekle in my DM so I could call her on fucking New Year's, and I couldn't find her. Like, fucking Discord didn't want to find the Peekle. Saying it's not awkward is how you know it's awkward. Look, man. That's how you kind of get over the fear of asking these questions. You gotta tell them, hey, look, it's not an awkward question because I said it's not awkward. It's like saying no homo after butt fucking your buddy, right? Leave the extra A in so she thinks it's somebody who stole your account. Oh my god. She's a Canadian fent czar. Use the search function. I did use the search function. It didn't work. It didn't want to find Pickle. It hates her, unironically. Incidentally, saying no homo makes it kinda homo. I don't know who else to ask. No. See, like most of my friends, I would have to ask, like, not do you or did you? I'd have to ask would you? And that's not the same, right? That's not the fucking same. It's like kissing the homies goodnight. Your wife does not hold your cock while we sleep. Okay, so we got one. I'm assuming your wife is white, binary. I could be wrong. I think Savvy might commit merry suicide if she discovered she was part Filipino. Yes, white. Okay, white women confirmed does not hold the cock in the sleep. Your girl holds yours. You're both Filipino. I was like, I would play with it and like hold it before falling asleep. But like to get comfortable to sleep, I would like move my hand to the tummy before passing out. That just, I don't know. That just seems normal. Your girlfriend does that. It's calming. Yeah, like I get it before you pass out, you know? Ask Craig about his wife. Oh, I don't have him on Discord. Fucking Craig. I need to get him on Discord, man. Can ask Moonshine if his wife. Oh my god. Where's our fucking group chat? At Moonshine. Your wife is Asian. Does she hold your dick in your sleep / her sleep? He answered yes very quickly to the your wife is Asian. He was not expecting part 2. She does not. Okay, thank you for your contribution to my scientific study. East Asia and Southeast Asia are almost 2 different groups of people. I know. Moonshine said, I don't even hold my dick in my sleep. I'm watching a Filipina lady say that it is common for Asian women to hold their BF boopus while they sleep. No, I hold my wife's dick when she sleeps. Look, Destiny isn't here. Let's see if Bagman can corroborate that statement. You don't think most guys of any race hold their boopuses in their sleep? I know most guys, when they're like relaxing on the couch after work, they'll just like stick their hand in their pants and like hold their dick. I don't know why. I guess it's like a comfort thing. Craig's wife is Asian. I don't know what ethnicity Craig's wife is. 10 out of 10 responses. The Al Bundy move. Oh my god. Can't confirm. Ask Ken. I feel like Ken would say yes, but his cock probably gets held because he's a bottom, not because like his wife may or may not be Asian, right? Ask Jim since his wife is Asian. I feel like I'm not close enough to fucking Medicare to hit him up on Steam and be like, hey, yo, does your wife hold your cock while you sleep? I feel like he'd be like, what the fuck? I'm unfriending this anime fucking weirdo? These are the questions that keep me here. That's a funny icebreaker, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's all this fucking nice Filipina lady's fault. It's all her fault that I have these thoughts in my head. Oh god, I'm crying. Okay. Alright. Just reach up into the turtle rig.
Same thing. But now the question is, why? I'm not sure exactly why I do it, but it helps put me to sleep. Maybe like...
Oh! Hold on, Savvy responded. Wait, why do you do that? I am watching Filipina woman explain how most Asian women hold BF cock when they sleep, and that sometimes Western women do. When you love someone, you just gravitate. That's actually a really sweet answer. That's a really cute answer. Yeah, Savvy said sometimes. So I asked her why, and she said when you love someone, you just gravitate. That is a very, I spelled very wrong, very sweet answer. Thank you for your contributions. I will respond to your other message after stream. I'm losing feeling in my left hand typing too much. Help. Oh my god. Ask Papa. I'm not asking my friends' parents sexual questions, chat. That's fucking weird. I'm not asking my friends' parents who watch my stream sexual questions. Savvy confirmed 3 times or 3% Filipina. I can't see. I'm crying from laughing. If it's super cold, like minus 20 or 30 with a wind chill, and your friend or your hand and fingers get iced, you'll cram your hand down the front of your sleep pants to get some warmth back in them. I mean, yeah, if my hands are cold, I'll like squish them between my thighs, you know? They might just tell you later because they saw it on stream. Jesus Christ. Foxu has limits confirmed. Look, I'm not that socially unaware, okay? Your girlfriend is half Filipina and she does on and off. Guessing being half means only doing it or not doing it every night. I felt a hiccup coming on and then it didn't happen. Pippa in the distance screaming, Kirsche, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Like a handheld pacifier. If I had to guess, I'd say it's about security, or in the case of a Filipina, insecurity. As long as we have a firm grip on your manhood, we know it's not sneaking away in the middle of the night to go find some other womanhood.
What?
Plus, it just makes a perfect handle to hold while you're asleep.
I mean, that makes
It's a
sense. I can get
win-win.
behind that one.
Now, a lot of you guys said there's no way you could fall asleep with someone holding your lumber because you'd end up with a woodpecker. But you get used to it.
You do.
And it's not so much.
You do get used to it. Even if someone has like, you know, an oral fixation and they nom and on it all the time. You know, it's gonna go through the stasis of like it's gonna get hard and you're gonna be like, yeah, and then it's gonna go soft because it's just like, oh, there's just nomming. Oh, it's gonna get hard again. You're just gonna cycle. It's like a wash cycle, you know? She's a literal yandere. Hey yo, what? Yeah, you gotta play with the bubble gum. Sounds like something Amita would do. That's literally me. The cycle of life. He got a grip on his balls. We're cork destroyers. We're gonna despunk those balls.
A sexual thing as it is a comfort thing. But what about the activities that are more than just comfort? Well, the things I'm about to mention are not universal. Everybody's different. So when you say, my partner's not like that, I'm not surprised. But I've listened to a lot of girl talk, and I've also heard from thousands of foreigners, so I'm in a pretty good position to make some general observations, and I'm happy to share what I've learned. If you're looking for someone who's a know-it-all in the bedroom department, you're probably looking in the wrong country.
What?
Because even if we're not virgins, most of us aren't exactly well-rounded with all the different carnal activities. When it comes to oral adventures, we're most likely a rookie, and it'll be your job to provide the proper coaching. We're just used to the basics, but we're eager to learn if you're willing to teach. And that goes for the other stuff as well.
Well, to be fair, anytime you get a girlfriend, it's going to be different from the one you had before. So you always have to apply a little bit of like training, right? You always got to make sure to train your woman in the specific sexual things that both of you desire, right? You know, that's just common sense.
We don't have much experience with things like toys or advanced positions. And there's one thing in particular we're not very good at giving. Feedback. In our world, people don't talk much while they're doing the deed. So you might have to figure out how she's feeling without any verbal cues.
Or you could just communicate like adults. A lot of dudes have that problem. They just don't like communicating as well. I was like, how about you talk these things through? That'll make things better for fucking both of you, man. Just use your little mouth flaps for talking.
One thing you might find unusual is that many of us like to be marked, like getting hickeys on our necks. I know
That's just a woman thing in general. All women like being marked.
almost sounds like a high school thing, and I'm not sure why we like it. But if you look carefully, you can see the little telltale marks that are left over from a night of passion.
Why do people hate communication? That's a good fucking question. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. Is she doing a ritual? Yeah, an education ritual. She's unconscious. Was that good or bad again? I mean, it depends on the woman. Some women like being touched while they're asleep, but you know, that's something you get prior consent for. That's something you talk about before you just do it. You call bullshit on this? Filipina chicks are notorious for being wild and bi? I have not heard that, actually. They have the stereotype reputation for being like demure and virginal. That's why so many passport bros are like, yeah, fuck these Western white whores. I'm gonna go get myself a Filipina. They're a real submissive traditional woman.
I guess Filipino guys are notorious for inflicting hickeys, maybe as a way of marking their territory. But we Filipinas don't seem to mind, and we always tease each other when we spot one. As you can see guys, I haven't been having any nights of passion lately, but a girl can always dream. Well, that's it for this episode, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about the strange little things that make us Filipino.
That was actually very entertaining. I enjoyed that. Thanks, Filipina P. Thanks, Filipina P. That was right up my fucking alley. I enjoyed that.